1. Accordingly, in the providence of restoration, God recreates us by restoring first what is external and then what is internal. It was explained earlier too that we fallen people can make the substantial offering, which is internal, only after successfully completing the symbolic offering, which is external. After these are achieved, we establish the foundation for the Messiah, which is even more internal. The process of restoring fallen people's relationship to God has also progressed from external to internal. God first restored people to the position of servants 3 in the period prior to the Old Testament age by having them offer sacrifices. Next, he restored people to the position of servants 4 in the Old Testament age through the Mosaic Law. In the New Testament age, God has restored us to the position of adopted children 5 through our faith. Finally, in the completed Testament age, he will restore us to the position of true children through heart 6. In the same way, God first worked to restore our external social environment through science, and then worked to restore our spirituality through religion. In the order of creation, angels, who were external, were created before people, who are internal. In restoration, God first raises up the angelic world, which is external, and mobilizes it for restoring the external, physical world, centering on the human body, and then the internal, spirit world centering on the human spirit. Medieval Europeans were to restore their original, God-given nature by first severing their ties to Satan, who had defiled the society when the papacy failed its internal responsibility to restore the foundation of faith and sank into immorality. As people pursued the recovery of the internal and external aspects of their original nature, the thought of the age branched out into 2 movements to recover the heritage of the past, which we distinguish in relative terms as Abel type and Cain type. The Cain type movement began as a revival of Hellenism, the culture and philosophy of ancient Greece and Rome. It gave rise to the Renaissance 7, whose core value was humanism. The Abel type movement began as a revival of the Hebraic heritage of Israel and the early Christian church. It gave rise to the Protestant Reformation, whose core value was faith in God. The trends of Hebraism and Hellenism had formed long ago, and had encountered each other several times in the course of prior history. From 2000 B.C., the Minoan civilization flourished on the island of Crete, succeeded by the Mycenaean civilization on the Greek mainland. By the 11th century, these civilizations had created a Cain-type Hellenic civilization, whose guiding ideology was humanism. Around the same time in the Near East, the Abel-type Hebraic civilization was born, with Jewish monotheism as its guiding ideology. This was the period of the United Kingdom,